Good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday. I am Carla, and it's good to be alive. Today was supposed to be a bouncy waves tutorial, but then I decided to dial it back, like way back, and go to like curling iron 101, because there's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration before you even put the iron on your hair. So, number one, you always want to use a heat protectant. So, one that I really love is by Pravana. It's Pravana Leave-In Conditioner. I think that's what it's called, what's on the label. And it's also a heat protectant, so that's just like a win-win situation. Go get yourself some of that if you don't already have one that you love. So number two is you want to like check your wire, and you want to make sure that there aren't any like little cords popping out, or you check your cord and make sure there aren't any little wires popping out. And you also want to make sure that your barrel is clean and that there isn't any product built up in there, because when you go in to grab the piece of hair that you want to curl, it's going to be like pumping the brakes on you, because it's all sticky and stuff from like a hairspray or mousse or whatever product is on the barrel. An easy way to clean it is right after you use it and it's still kind of hot, you get a wet warm towel and just kind of wipe it off. And let's see, where am I at? Now we're on to number three, which is super important, and that is what heat setting should you even put it at, right? So if your hair is fine, or you've got like bleach blonde hair, then you're gonna want to keep the setting between like 300 and 350. If it's more on the like okay side, not super damaged, you can go up to 370. But again, that just depends on how your hair is. So then if you're more like normal hair type, then you would go between 370 degrees and 400 degrees. And then if you've got the big curly like crazy hair, not that your hair is crazy, but it's just all wild and awesome. Anyway, so if your hair is more of textured, then you would want to go between 400 degrees and 450 degrees. So some irons go up to 480 degrees. Mine does. I've never turned it up that high. I don't really see a need for it. Generally, I'll set my curling iron to 400 degrees, which is pretty like standard, like that's normal. So adjust your curling temperatures accordingly to what kind of hair you have. Always use a heat protectant. Make sure your iron is clean, and I hope you learned something today and picked up a couple of tips and tricks. Please like, share, subscribe. I love you all, and have a great night.